Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's reading we're going to be doing a little reading on why this thing is happening to you, or why this thing is happening in your life. So I just want you guys to know that this can be anything. This could be breaking up with somebody, getting into a relationship with somebody, it can be a death, a situation, an argument, really it can be anything. So just apply it to your situation, and of course we'll get more information on it as we go along in the reading. But, I just want to clarify that this is for anybody who's watching. So if you're going through something right now and you want to know why this thing is happening to you currently, stick around and watch. Pile number 1 is the rose quartz. Pile number 2 is the black obsidian heart, which isn't actually real obsidian. But anyway, I'll give you guys a second to figure out which pile it is that you feel most drawn to, and once you find it, the timestamps will be in the comments below. So I will see you in your reading. Hello pile 1, if you guys chose the rose quartz, this is your reading. So, why is this thing going on in pile 1's life? Wow, there's a lot of things that wants to jump out here. That's like that. Dun, 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 dun. Why are you guys all reverse? Why is this thing happening in your life? No, seriously, all the cards just want to jump out. Okay. So, the thing I'm feeling for your pile right now is that you feel like everything in your life is at a standstill. And maybe it's because you let something go and you're just kind of sitting there like feeling almost overwhelmed by the fact that maybe you feel like you don't have options anymore. And maybe you feel fine knowing that you let this thing go, but at the same time you're like, why? Why did I do that? But I feel like you're coming out of the regret part of it with the Nine of Swords in reverse. It's like you don't want to feel that energy anymore. You don't want to be in it anymore. And I think this is something you've been dealing with for a while. You might have also dealt with maybe not feeling creative or something like that, because the Eight of Wands for me is creativity. And when it's in the reverse, it's like, it's a lack of that. You also have strength in reverse, which makes me say that makes me feel like you feel like in the situation you were almost powerless to it. Like it was something that wasn't your decision, it wasn't your choice, but you kind of got thrown into it anyway. With the Knight of Wands being here, though, next to the Temperance card, and these being the only two upright cards of this whole reading, aside from the Five of Cups, that is telling me that you guys are trying to create something new. The passion is starting to come back and you're trying to make something new. Maybe out of this thing that you lost, but I'm not seeing that. This thing that you might be dealing with is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, which is about, I think what you're trying to do right now is you're being really impulsive, maybe, or you were impulsive, and that's where this problem started. The story that I'm thinking right now that I have in my head is that somebody felt like they were out of control, and to fix that, they started like trying to get into control of everything, and because of that, there was a lot of things that they regretted in doing that. You guys felt like you left your, even though you were in control in some places, you still felt like you didn't have any, like your power wasn't with you at that moment in time. With the Five of Cups, I think you're finally, like, not waking up to what you lost, but it's almost like you know that you spilled your cups, and you're kind of mourning that, but at the same time, you are trying to move on. You're trying to find something new. Why else is... What else is from pile 1? What are they supposed to be? What is this helping them learn? You guys have Calling the Storm in reverse. And these are my shadow cards. I'm trying to get it to so you can see it, but I don't think I'll be able to. The shadow cards I got kind of on a whim, because I felt like they would be useful in reading at some point, and they're finally serving their purpose, so I'm pretty excited about that. But why is this here? Okay, calling the storm that you are calling here is things that you're manifesting. I think you're really unhappy with the reality that you have right now when you're trying to create a new one. And that thing you're creating, you're manifesting, is this new world. You're creating this storm, or you created this storm, depending on where you are in it right now, to basically get you where you want to be or where you need to go. And you felt like you weren't going to be able to do that unless you fucked some things up. And really, that's usually how it goes. You know, if you're going through something and you realize, like, the only way that I can get out of this is to cause more chaos, sometimes it's just something that you have to do. And, you know, don't feel bad about it. I mean, obviously, if you really, really hurt people with no, like, reason, maybe apologize. But that's not really, like, something that I have a say in. You know, that's up to you. So, what is Pile 1 learning from this situation? Huh, okay. So you guys have transformation in reverse, you have journey in reverse, and then healing straight up. So with the healing card being between these, I really feel like that is Spirit saying that what you're learning from this situation is that you have a lot that you need to heal, and that you are trying to heal. With journey and transformation being reverse, that's telling me that maybe you guys were a bit too much of a free spirit. Maybe you guys focused too much on trying to be something that you're not, or trying to make yourself into something that maybe doesn't line up with your values or your worth. Maybe you were doing something for somebody else and you just kind of realized, hey, I need to take a break. Because transformation can be really awesome, and it's an amazing thing, but sometimes it can be a little bit toxic in the sense that it motivates you to let a lot of things go. And if you're constantly letting things go and you're not giving yourself time to heal from it, that can be a problem. Because the whole part of the transformation process is the journey and the healing part of it. And if you're letting those two things pass you by, in a sense, the transformation isn't going to be what it could be. So the Spirit's telling you that you're healing. This situation is in your life right now because there is something that you need to heal. There's a thing that needs to be taken out of your life. There's a thing that's just like, I'm feeling drawn to pull. What I am going to do is pull a Soul Whispers card, and then I'm going to pull a couple of tarot. So why is this thing in Pile 1's life right now? Why is this happening to Pile 1 currently? There. Why is this in Pile 1's life? Why is this in Pile 1's life? That's too many cards. I request respectfully that you take those back because, whoop, whoop. Oh, jeez, okay. So why is this in your life, Pile 1? The exact question you have been waiting for to be asked. So, for your Soul Whisper, so for your Blessing card, you have Hope. In your Tarot, you have the Hermit, Death, the Six of Wands, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. And then for your Soul Tarot cards, you have, when was the last time I couldn't stop smiling or laughing? And what is the most limiting belief keeping me from what I want right now? So that being here, this is telling me, so with your tarot cards, you're kind of like taking a break from things. You are maybe trying to get public recognition for something. You want people to notice a change that you're making. And maybe that's this new beginning here with the Death card. It's a new beginning for me. So an energy I'm getting here is Virgo and Scorpio, so that might be for you. It might not be, but I just figured I'd throw that out there. Either way, I'm definitely seeing that you guys are coming out of the situation, whatever it is, with the Eight of Swords being in the reverse. You feel like the worst of it is over, the worst of the storm is over, and right now you're just kind of dealing with the aftermath of it. But you have a lot of hope that things are going to change. You have a lot of hope that the negative situation is going to change into a positive one, which is really great for you guys. So, with your soul truth, what is the most limiting belief keeping me from what I want right now? What story are you telling yourself? When you think about your dreams, what is the first limiting thought that comes to your mind? If you are not living the life you desire, it's because a part of you doesn't believe it's possible. Your soul action. It's time to upgrade. Look your belief in the eye. Where did it come from? What new belief are you ready to adopt in its place? How will this change your results? Remember, your belief is the root of your result. Own it, heal it, upgrade it. Heal it. You guys did get the healing card. When was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants. Or did. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find joy in the little things. Note to self, laugh more often. Today's soul action, make somebody laugh today. And just for your last, I'm feeling drawn to pull one more shadow card. I feel like there's something about this reading that's just like not making sense to me. Anger and chains. So the thing that you might be somebody who dealt with a lot of anger, or you felt like you were maybe chained in one spot. You had a lot of anger because you felt like you were being held back by things. All of a sudden, I'm kind of getting this thought that maybe you guys are younger. I know the number on this card says 29, so it might be that maybe you guys are older, but you feel like you don't have enough responsibilities in your life. You feel like you're not being trusted to do things. Maybe you guys still live at home, and maybe this new beginning, this hermit, is that you guys are finally leaving. It might also be that if you're in that case where you're still living at home, it might be that there's a lot of conflict going on, and it could also be that maybe it's a work situation. You feel angry because you can't leave. I was in that situation too, where it was like, you need the money, but there's nowhere else to go, but you hate it. You hate it so much. And I'm feeling like you guys are having a lot of hope here that things are going to change, because you're kind of starting to work on this. Whatever this problem is, you guys have been working on it, and you're finally coming out of the worst of it. So what are the outcomes of pile 1's? Yeah, I'm going to use this. Okay, so what are the outcomes for pile 1? Dun 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 dun. This is supposed to be that. What is the outcome of pile 1's problem? So the outcome here is that you're going to find new love within yourself. With the Lover's card being here, usually that's like, there's somebody coming in, but no, I think this is like a new love that's being renewed in yourself. Maybe it's also a passion that's being renewed. You're finally connecting with something that made you feel really happy. You guys feel like you finally found the outcome here. Remember, this is the outcome. It's not how you feel right now, but this is how it's going to be after. The energy is that whatever this passion is, it's been renewed. You're going to find new love in it. And you're going to be, like, really happy about it. You're going to feel, like, very abundant and, like, you have a lot of things to share with people. And maybe this is, like, a creative endeavor. I'm really feeling like you guys are pretty artistic. I'm not entirely sure why. I'm just getting this... I don't want to call it, like, a download because I don't think I have those. But, whatever this is, you guys are really feeling artistic and creative. And whatever this interest is... it's going to be, you're going to have more passion for it. So pile 1, that was your reading. I really hope that it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this from me, go ahead and subscribe, because I make videos like this all the time now. And thank you guys so much for reading, and I hope I see you in my next reading. Bye. Hello pile 2. If you guys chose the Black Obsidian Heart, this is your reading. So, why is this thing in pile 1's? This first. So, why is this happening to pile 2? Why is this happening to pile 2, Spirit? is happening to pile 2? Why is this happening to pile 2? Verification on the Knight of Wands, please. That's a lot of cards. I don't think I can take them all. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. So, if you guys hear licking in the background, that's my dog. He licks himself a little too much. So why is this thing in your life? So with your shadow card, you have the Black Flower Fragrance. You have the Magician, the Fool, the Four of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So, to me, this is saying that maybe you guys have a really negative outlook on life. Generally speaking, you guys maybe... you imagine yourself to be in a different situation than what you are in. You guys have a tendency to maybe overthink, in a sense, as well. You guys might have a tendency to overthink things just a little bit. It might also be, if you guys deal with depression, which might be something, especially with the vibes I'm getting here, for some reason, depression seems like it fits in here somewhere. You guys feel like maybe you need to take a constant rest from things. Like there's a constant... it's like you guys almost feel like no matter what you do, or no matter where you go, or how hard you try, something is always going wrong for you. And because of that, you guys have this outlook on life where it's like, why do I even bother trying if this is going to be how it is anyway? Why should I even bother putting effort into this thing if this is how the universe is going to repay me? With the Magical Gateway card and the Light card in reverse, Spirit's like encouraging you guys to do something new. Magical Gateway, it says, it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. So maybe the reason why things are always going wrong for you, it might be because the Spirit's trying to get your attention. They're trying to tell you that you're on the wrong path. They're like, hey, wake up for a second. We need you to move and do something else. Because whatever this is, it's not really serving you anymore. And whatever is happening for you right now, it's like kind of like a tower moment almost, wherein you guys are finally kind of seeing like, yeah, this isn't going to work for me anymore. I don't know why I can't seem to do this, but it's not working for me anymore. I need to try to do something new. And maybe what's stopping you is the Black Flower Fragrance, where you guys are just, you guys might already know what Spirit's trying to get you to do, but it's like, why should I try if everything goes wrong anyway? It's like you guys are constantly thinking of the negative side of it as opposed to the positive. So, what are they learning? What is Pile 2 learning? I kind of feel like that should come out. No, I feel like it's this one. Okay, makes sense, I guess. And a tarot card, if you so wish. Yes. So, what are you guys learning? You have Inspiration in reverse, Motivation in reverse, and Wait for Winter. So Wait for Winter says, during the colder months, the Fairy Queen of Winter will help you manifest the most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. So, with your shadow cards, you have Forget Oneself and Perchance to Dream. Then you guys have the King of Cups in reverse. So, you guys feel very closed off emotionally. You guys, the King of Cups to me is someone who's opened up, but when it's in reverse, to me, that's like saying closed off. So, you guys might be really closed off to some kind of inspiration or motivation. You guys feel like you're forgetting yourself in a lot of these problems and a lot of these times, and you're just kind of like, I'm doing these things to kind of keep my head above water, but what's the point in keeping my head above water if I'm not happy? Perchance to dream and wait for winter tells me that you guys have some hope. You guys have some hope that things are going to change for the better at some point. But at the same time, you guys are kind of afraid to open yourself up to that reality because you're afraid things are going to go wrong again. And this is really Spirit saying that this problem, whatever it is, it's here for your inspiration and your motivation. You're just not quite seeing it yet. And it's okay to dream. So can I have a soul card, please? You have Who Can I Serve Today? So for me, this isn't an advice card. This is just saying, Spirit saying, serve yourself. You're not doing it enough. You're not focusing on yourself enough. You're just trying to, like, again, keep your head above water, but the rest of you is drowning. Any last words for pile 2? The outcome of this. Yeah, so you have 2 of Pentacles, a 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and Judgment in reverse. So there's a lot of sword energy here, so you guys might be a air signs. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. To me, the air signs are a lot about confusion. 2 of Swords is about, like, hesitation, not knowing if you should make the next step or what might happen if you do. Right now, you're really brokenhearted about something. You feel, like, torn in 3 pieces is what I'm hearing. Like, you have a part for yourself, a part for someone else, and then a part for this other thing. And you're just, like, you're mourning when your heart used to be fully yours. I feel like that was probably a long time ago. You're juggling a lot of things, and it's like you feel called to leave whatever energy this is, because the Judgment card is about coming out of a situation that serves you no good, but it's in the reverse, so it's like you guys are choosing to stay in that because you're afraid of whatever is going to come next. You feel like you're going into something blind, and that's something that really scares you because you like to know what's going to happen. Or maybe it's more... Maybe it's less that you don't know what's going to happen than you think you know what's going to happen, and that's the thing that really scares you. You feel like where you're at right now, you're pretty fine materialistically, but emotionally, you guys had the King of Cups in reverse. So you guys are still really closed off emotionally. You feel like you're neglecting a lot of parts of yourself, but in the physical world, you're doing fine. And I think that's probably something that you're afraid of right now, is losing that. Is maybe this stability in this one spot of your life is what's keeping you together right now. The outcome of this energy, pile 2. Huh. Need a clarification for the... Actually, no, I don't. Okay. So you guys have the 4 of Cups, 2 of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles. So finally, you guys have a little more emotion to you as your outcome energy. So you feel like you're finally getting your cup back. To me, the 2 of Cups, usually that's about somebody sharing their love with somebody else. But to me, this is like you sharing your love with yourself. The last deck got the Lovers, which is something... It's a message that's very similar to this. When you're done dealing with this, you'll feel very accomplished. You'll be really proud of yourself. But I think there's another part of you that's still yearning for something, and I think that yearning is going to be self-fulfillment. Because with this being a cup card, it's like you're really reaching for this one cup that's just, like, out of reach. And to me, that's just saying that you guys, you're going to be really happy that you did whatever this is that you need to do or you feel called to do. But there's still going to be a part of yourself that's, like, wishing for more. That's what Spirit's telling me. You guys are going to be so happy with the outcome of this that you're going to be wishing that you could have more. I think you guys are going to be really driven to... What did you guys have? You had inspiration and motivation in reverse for your fairy cards. So I think these 2 things are things that are going to flip around. and those are going to be what's in your physical world. So, inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. And then motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairy urges you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. So you guys had wait for winter and motivation. So winter is about, obviously, winter, which is the season we're in now, at least in America. And then motivation, which says spring. So I think right now you guys are probably going to go through this period until spring where you're kind of juggling this energy back and forth. You're kind of like, okay, I'm going to fix it. No, I'm not. I'm going to fix it. No, I'm not. But come springtime, I think there's going to be something that happens and you're going to be really motivated to follow that inspiration. You're going to feel motivated to just take that leap and do it because, I mean, you only live once. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point in being alive if you're not living? So pile 2, that was your reading. I really hope that it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this from me, please subscribe. I make videos like this pretty regularly now. Please tell me in the comments below, talk to me what this is about, because it's like, you guys had a lot of cards, and I really feel your guys' energy, so please let me know what that's about. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I see you in my next reading.